Good afternoon. Welcome to the Midday Mull for Thursday, the 12th of December. Using the Gospel of Luke as a sort of Advent calendar, being the 12th day of Advent, we read the 12th chapter of Luke. And in it, Jesus speaks about the second coming and being ready for that. In verse 35, be dressed, ready for service, and keep your lamps burning. He says, because you don't know when the master of the house will come back. And in verse 39, he says, but understand this. If the owner of the house had known at what hour the thief was coming, he would not have let his house be broken into. You also must be ready, because the Son of Man will come at an hour when you do not expect him. And I've often puzzled about that, and as I was reflecting on it today, thought, I suppose it makes sense that if an owner of a house knew that a thief was coming at a specific time, he would be absolutely ready. And today we have alarm systems and things. We leave them on all the time. We don't think, okay, well, I'll switch the alarm on Tuesday at 9:30 p.m. because the thief will come between 9:30 and 10. That's not how it works. If that was how it would work, it would be so much easier. Thieves would never get anywhere if everybody knew when they would be doing what they do. And Jesus is saying that in the same way that you protect your property by being ready at any time for a thief to come, as Christians, we must be ready at any time for Jesus to come. So the challenge is to be ready at any time and all the time, because he will come at a time when we're not expecting him. And in a way, that's an encouragement for us, because Jesus is coming, and he might come in the next half an hour. He might come before we wake up tomorrow morning. He might only come in 5,000 years' time. We don't know. But if we knew when he was coming, we thought, oh, well, Jesus is only going to come in 2035. In that case, I don't really have to worry about things now. When we get closer to the time, I will then gear things up and start focusing on my spiritual life and getting close to God and confessing and trying to live as a child of God. But I've got another 10 years before I need to do that. Jesus says, it doesn't work that way. It might happen at any time. You've got to be ready all the time. And so day by day, we say, am I ready today for Jesus to come? And if we're not, we need to be. And if we are, we celebrate and say, fantastic, God, we're ready. Come when you will. And so be encouraged as we move towards Christmas and all the Christmas preparations. We are also at the same time preparing for Jesus to come again. And we've got to say, Jesus, we're ready today. Come when you will. Be blessed.